I mean, I've dealt with PR companies that are perfectly helpful, but I thought Brian Kerr's PR people were a nightmare.
They were awful. I mean, I'm surprised he's paying them so much,
Yeah.
given that he's no longer Faroe Islands.
I mean, they're obviously running to the ground. But anyway, Jack Grealish.
Jack Grealish
is it's what everybody's talking about. The streets are alive. I'm over here in
People are very divided on it, because I've heard people say, he's only knocked us back gently, I wouldn't read too much into it. He will play again in the summer or in September. And then there are others saying he's gone. He's going to play for England. They're resigned to the fact. They're pinning up Tony Grealish posters as he's the new favourite Grealish again.
I'd fall into the former category in there. I'm a Jack Grealish sympathiser. The pitchfork is well and truly in the shed at this stage. I don't have it.
You're making assumptions about the nature of the phone call.
Well, yeah.
I mean, if we can reconstruct the phone call here. The phone. If we can just do it. With Martin O'Neill over here, he's over here. Say he's over here. The phone is there. He's got a new. He's got an old-fashioned dial-up. I think really it's kind of, he's very retro that way. He walked over. He picked up the phone. Jack Grealish is over there.
Yeah.
Is that Jack Grealish or is that?
No, that's Jack Grealish there.
When Martin O'Neill walked over to the phone, he dialed a number. Did he get Jack Grealish? I understand he may have got his father.
His father. Who's this man here?
Who's nearby.
Yeah.
Okay. And the conversation went like this, as far as I can see. Martin O'Neill says, "Do you want to play for Ireland?" etc. And Jack Grealish's father said, "What?"
Well,
presume you're talking to Jack. But then what did he say?
Well, that's the first issue for debate here. I mean, there's a school of thought that say Mr. Grealish Senior said, "Not right now." There's not, there's question marks. If we can just throw a few of them in there. There's question marks over whether his son is ready. Jack here is ready to play international football yet. He's 19 years of age. He's just now made the breakthrough in Aston Villa's first team. Is that the best time to throw him to the Wolves? Put him in a situation where he has to play against England in Lansdowne Road for Ireland?
No, the real question here is the question Martin O'Neill asked, and it was a very direct one.
The real question is
it was clearly a question. It was clearly a question. Mm-hmm. It's not really question marks. It's possibly "I don't want to play for Ireland!" exclamation mark.
Okay. Well, there definitely has been a question. I think that's Jack Grealish, his dad, saying that there hasn't been a decision yet, Ireland or England, and that if England called, they would have got the same response that Ireland did. England didn't call, obviously, because they've got lots of very good players well, actually, no, they don't. But they don't like giving debuts to people who've just broken into the first team, unless you're Harry Kane, of course. I think the best way to get Jack Grealish to play for Ireland would have been a tweet. I think a tweet with the use of a prayer hand emoji. And I think we'd be seeing Jack Grealish line up for Ireland this summer.
Is that not a very public way for the FAI to do their business?
Sure, it is, but that's talking to Jack Grealish on his level. You're talking about a cheeky Nando's lover who stuffs emojis into his tweets.
This is a very stereotypical picture of a young footballer.
Well, have you been on Jack Grealish's Twitter account lately? I mean, let's add another flick to the hair there.
But is there a possibility that the FAI's earlier birthday cake measure, where they tweeted him a happy birthday, has perhaps alienated?
I don't know. I think
Grealish.
I think if anything, that rubbed him up the right way. That gave a good impression. You're talking to Grealish on his level here.
Okay.
That's and it's something that hasn't been done previously. So if we went with that approach, I think that really would have made him feel special. What we could have done is contacted Shay Given, and who else have we got? Kieran Clark at Aston Villa. Got them to get Jack in a WhatsApp group, and then invite Martin O'Neill to the WhatsApp group. And then we have direct contact there. Martin O'Neill pleads his case. Shay gives his view.
It's very convoluted.
Kieran gives his view. I don't think that it is.
What about the overarching nuclear option, which is Dennis O'Brien taking over Aston Villa? That is I think that could have potentially been the real clincher here, because he's his employer then.
Yeah.
He's the Irish manager's part-time employer, I suppose.
It's certainly. I mean, there's. Clearly, that's one way to influence the decision. It's obviously the more complicated way than sending a tweet or making.
What about a combination of all these factors?
Well, that might be overdoing it. I think that comes off as a bit desperate. I mean, he is 19 after all. But anyway, I don't think we're going to solve this today. I think we clearly disagree. But we're just going to have to ask the people what they think. We're going to have to go directly to the people and see what they think about Jack Grealish, Ireland or England.